Hi, it's Lori Ballen in Las Vegas, Nevada, and today I'm going to walk you through KW Command campaigns. I feel like even I've been making videos since early on in KW Command. I definitely wasn't part of the original rollout, but since that time, I've tested and measured, and I've been teaching and training on the system, and it's gotten to the point now where there are certain pieces that are more dependable and reliable and aren't changing as much as they were. And so I'm coming back now and making some refreshing videos and making sure that you get some up to date info, because with beta software it's moving so fast that the older videos aren't as relevant because things have changed. All right. So what we're going to do is on the left-hand side, we're going to go down here and we're going to go down to campaigns. All you have to do is hover over any of these icons and you'll be able to see where it is that you're going. Okay. Now, I also do want to let you know something really quick in case this is your first time watching one of my videos. My brothers, Jeff and Paul Helvin, own a KW Command marketing friendly company, and it's called ballenbrands.com. You can check that out. And what they do is they build out your agent website, they handle your ads, they can help with imports and exports, and basically whatever it is that you need in Command. They also build non-Command WordPress real estate agent websites, CRMs, that kind of thing. Okay, so if you get overwhelmed at any point and you say, oh my gosh, I really wish I had help, that's your go-to. Okay, I'm here to teach you how to do it if you want to do it yourself. All right, so let's go back now to KW Command. And what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through what the elements are inside the campaigns dashboard. The campaigns section of your KW Command system is for basically placing your ads, sending direct mail, and scheduling social posts. Right now, those are the major components of your KW Command campaigns. Over here on the right-hand side, what you can see is what accounts I have connected. So I have connected my Facebook page. That's right here. I've connected my Twitter account, and I've connected my business Twitter account. And there's some others here. If you click manage, it's going to open your account, and this is where you're going to be able to make those connections. This is an improvement that has come over time with KW Command. In the beginning, we had to go into settings to do everything. And now we're able to access a lot of these settings and connections from the module we're working within at that time. So you can now come up here and you can click connect a new Facebook account, and you'll be able to connect your Facebook account. Now, you're going to connect your Facebook personal account, yet it's your Facebook business account that will actually be running the ads. So you're going to have to select a business page every time you go place a Facebook ad. It's not going to let you run that from your regular personal Facebook page. So you're going to have to make sure that you go in and build a Facebook business page if you don't already have one. If I remember, I'm going to put a link in this video for you with instructions on how to set up a Facebook business page outside of Command so that you have one to connect to Command, okay? If you want to run Google Ads, you're going to need to go set up Google Ads account, and you'll be able to connect that here as well. If you are using MailChimp, you can connect that. If you're not, you can disconnect that. It is saying here that at least one must be connected, and I'm not sure why that is. At this point, we're using Command Mail for everything, so you probably don't need to activate that unless there's a very specific reason that you want to have your KW email go through MailChimp. Okay? All right. So we have, this is really cool. When you're running some recent ads, let me see how fast, okay, this goes year to date, past 12 months. So when you're running ads, this is a really cool dashboard. And what it's going to show you is what ad did you generate the most leads from? Okay. So as you can see here, I ran one for the Sapphire Shore Street. I got 40 leads, which is 25 above average. 40 leads, okay, above my own average. Now, to be fair, a lot of the ads that I've run are more tests to share with you guys, more than they were specific things I wanted to run for my own business. So running home valuation ads or testing, just listed, just reduced, social ads in design. So I've run some ads just to test and kind of share what's working as well. So if you're just running listing ads, you have a new listing, you go into campaigns, you run a Facebook ad, most of us are seeing under $2 per lead for those lead form ads, which I talk about very specifically in another video on how to run Facebook ads. So you could generate a lot of leads from your listing ads, okay? Those are what we're seeing are the best ones. Now over here, we have the lowest cost per lead. So this was the most leads. This was the lowest cost per lead. So this ad not only got me the most leads, it got me the lowest cost per lead. Okay, so that was obviously a very good listing. So I love this little grid of 4 pictures. That usually does really well for me. And you can make that in the KW Command Designs. Okay. In fact, I think I have a video on how to make that exact one. I'll put a link to that as well. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I've got tons of ideas and tutorials on KW Command. So as far as this Foursquare goes, that tends to do really well. I don't like the carousel ones that show all the pictures of the house because what you'll find is people tend to eliminate. If they see a picture they don't like in there, then they never click through, they never become a lead. But something like this is good. If you have 4 good pictures to put those there like that is nice. Okay. Now we've got most engaged. Which one generated the most engagement on Facebook? And that right here was my just reduced in Summerlin ad, which I also have a video on how to make that one. Okay. So this, remember, I'm just in here in campaigns and I'm in the dashboard. I'm kind of just showing you how this dashboard works. Then underneath here, we have the ability to send quick posts. So if you've never been here before, quick posts are social posts that were designed by the people behind KW Command, and they allow you to just click a button. It automatically puts in your links, your app, and you can publish them, okay? Or you can click here to create a specific neighborhood video. So let me show you an example. Let's just say I like this one right here, and I want to go ahead and use that as a quick post. I just click this little arrow. It automatically opens the social post. Now this is unpaid. This is organic. Organic means unpaid. It's going to post to my Facebook business page. So they automatically put in text. If there's a link like an app or something like that that they're doing a call to action for, that would automatically be part of this. You can edit it any way you want to, but you don't have to. If you like everything the way it is, you can choose to post to Facebook and to Twitter if you want to post to Twitter. And then you just click schedule post. And if you want to preview it, here's what it looks like. Okay. Now I'll show you how to measure those when we get over to the social post part of it. All right. So that's what that is. And then I like these little tips and tricks. They're saying we've been seeing ads containing emojis are getting more clicks without them. So that's a nice little thought. Okay. And you can turn advanced tips on or off. And then here, if you click see more, you actually access the full training library that KW Command is providing. So right here under training, you have, here's how to create a neighborhood smart video social post, how to track campaign results, how to send a newsletter email campaign, and then you click more and you can access more. Okay, so this is your basic synopsis of your dashboard here. You've got how your Ads are performing in the upper left, like what you're spending the most money on. And then over here, if you're setting up your KW Command goals and you've got leads tracking with those goals, and you would be able to monitor that here. We're going to work on that in another video. Okay. All right. So we've handled the dashboard now. You've got a good flow for what's on your dashboard. Now we go over to paid ads. Now your paid ads section is going to allow you to run ads on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google ads. Those are your 4 types of ads. Your Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook all run from the same ad. When you go place your ads, you're going to be able to choose those 3 platforms, and you can edit each one as well, which is nice. The Google ads is going to be something separate. Okay, so I'll show you the basics of how this works really quick. Okay. You're also able down here to see all of the ads that you have run. And one thing to pay close attention to when you're using KW Command is that if you need something to do, you're trying to have something do something, you think it should expand or it should click to do more, you're going to look for the 3 dots, and those are over here, 3 dots, or an arrow or a plus sign. That's been my experience so far, is that if I can't find what I need something to do, a plus sign, 3 dots, or an arrow. If you click that, then you can get to see how your ads performed on the different channels. If you click the 3 dots, that's going to give you a different set of options. Duplicate your campaign, archive the campaign, which means put it in the file box and get it out of vision, or edit the campaign. Okay. If the ad was currently running, then it might give you the ability to stop the campaign as well. Okay. It's funny. It says it's still running on Twitter. I don't think that one's running at all, but I'll have to take a look at that. Okay. So this is the paid ads dashboard. Now, to create a new paid ad, simply come up to the right-hand side and click Create a New Campaign. You also have a section here for payments, and that's where you can set up your credit card that you want to run run everything through. Okay, so that's where you do that. You click the 3 dots. You can delete a credit card that's on file. You can also create a new payment method by clicking right here, Add Payment Method. Okay, so we're going to go to Create a New Campaign. Now, we're going to run paid ads. So social ad paid or Google ad paid. So remember, your social ad includes Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Google ads includes just Google ads. So what that looks like is over here, if somebody were to type in San Diego home for sale with guest house, for example, and you are paying to run an ad up there. Oh, nobody's paying to run that. That's funny. San Diego home for sale. Let's just do it that way so I can get some ads to show up. So here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ad placements right now on Google. Basically, sponsored ads take up that whole top part of the screen, the whole above the fold section before you scroll. They're all ads. Those are what you're paying to be in. Okay. Now, the drawback that I've seen so far with the Google ads is that we don't get the same type of expansive targeting and site links and extensions and keyword research and tracking as we do if we just go straight into our Google Ads account and advertise from there. So be careful about doing much of this. I mean, you can throw a test at it and see how it does, but you really need to have a good idea for how much, you need to understand long tail keywords, how much you're going to pay per keyword. And with Google Ads, we can eliminate negative keywords. So for example, let's just say I've got a neighborhood called, I'm in Vegas. So let's just say I have a neighborhood called Apple. It's a neighborhood called Apple or the Big Apple or something like that. I'm just making something up. Appleton, Apple neighborhood, whatever. and I go in and run an ad that says Apple homes for sale. That's fine. It's a really bad example. I just realized, don't know where I was going with that. There's going to be keywords that you bid on that aren't your intended target audience. There's another phrase that will be similar to what you're actually typing in. And all of a sudden you get all these click-throughs or people that are looking at something, but they really meant, you know, for example, what I was getting at was using the apple comparison of an apple is a fruit versus apple is a store. If somebody wanted to be found for apple the fruit and they're bidding on the keyword apple, more people are looking for Apple the store. I tried to tie that into real estate, which was a terrible mistake. Anyway, you get the idea there. All right. Okay, so let's go back here to, our, okay. So this is where you're going to run your paid ads. Now for this video, I'm not actually going to go open how to do a paid ad because that's an hour class in itself. So I'll put links below to how to run the social paid ad and how to run the Google search ad so that you can go take a look at those, okay? Now, the next thing we have is social post, direct mail, and email. So I've got a video that teaches you how to do the social post, got a video that teaches you how to do the direct mail, and I've got a video that teaches you how to do the email, so I will link those for you, okay? So direct mail, you actually have the ability to go into direct mail. You can create postcards and mail outs. You can put in a demographic area and you actually pay right there through your system and you're going to get your mail sent for you. There is a third-party direct mail service being used, but that's a pretty cool thing. It'll even import your listing for you and you can create your just listed or just sold from that listing data, okay? Email, this allows you to send out a broadcast mass email now to your database or to a specific list, okay? So link to send a mass email is attached. And then here we have social posts. So I do just really quick want to show you up here, dashboard, what we looked at, paid ads is right here. If you click on emails in this tab above, you're going to be able to see how many emails you have sent recently. You can see how many emails you have remaining. So by default, we have 5,000 emails that get sent with KW Command. After that, then there's an upgrade option, small upgrades from there. Okay, I'm obviously not doing a bunch of that at this moment. So that you can see. You can also scroll down here and look at your emails that you've actually sent, how many people clicked through, what the bounces were, which means these are either bad emails or there's some reason that email server wasn't responsive or receiving your email. And so they'll be here, what the goal was. And again, remember, always click 3 dots if you wanted to do something else. We can preview the campaign and we can duplicate it. So for example, holiday newsletter, click here. We look at preview campaign. Oh, I was hoping it would show me the actual newsletter. So this one says I sent 931 and only 1 click and 1 open, which to me means it probably didn't land. Something might have happened squirrely with it. So you can also duplicate the campaign down here. Okay. So this is the mass email. It's been a while since I've tested one because they had just come out with it. So it might be time for me to test another one and see how it rolls and what the open rates are and whatnot. Okay, then we have direct mail. And again, you go into create a new campaign, and this is where you can send postcards. Here's an example. I sent a draft. I can edit the campaign, duplicate the campaign, or archive. Let me see if I click edit, if it'll show us what I was creating. So you can get a sneak peek. Okay, so here you go. Here's where you're creating your target audience. How many homes do you want to send it to? Do you want to send it to single family, or do you also want to include condos and apartments? Okay, and then standard mail or first class mail. Do you want to send a copy to yourself? And then there's the total you're going to spend. So this is a really cool way to send direct mail. Okay, then you have social posts. So this is the last piece right now that we have that's part of the KW Command campaigns. In social posts, you can actually go in here and schedule posts. It's this easy. You go to create a social post, and just like as if you were going to run a Facebook ad, you would type in your text, amazing snow day in Vegas. It was incredible. Did you build a snowman? We actually had a huge snow day in Vegas a few weeks ago, and we did build snowmen. So that's why I'm using that as an example. Then I could go to designs, which is part of the KW command system, and I can create graphics, or I can upload an image from my computer and upload it here. Okay. And here's my DBA logo that becomes automatically part of it. If I don't want it to be part of it, I can click the X and get rid of it. I can move the logo from left to right on the image. I can include an ownership statement if required. And I can schedule the post to go out later, or I can publish it immediately. And I can choose which social channels I want to post on. Right now, we don't have Instagram as an organic option. So most of the time I'm doing this on my Facebook business page. That's where I'm doing my posts. Okay. Now down here, once you post, you can actually see how it did. So here's an example of, I made a neighborhood video. This one right here. I've got a video that teaches you how to make those. So I made a little post here, a little historic town called Boulder City, Nevada, yada, yada. And then down here it says, how many plays did you get? What was the average watch time? Okay, and you're able to monitor things like that. Remember, these are just organic. You posted it on your Facebook page. Facebook pages don't get much reach these days. It's kind of a pay-to-play space. But I still like to test these things. Like, okay, let's see. What are people liking? Are they actually watching it? What's happening with that? You could boost the post if you wanted to after the fact and see if it goes anywhere. So if I went, wow, a lot of people actually watched that video. I wonder what'll happen if I throw 20 bucks at it and I go in and boost the post right from my Facebook business page. You can do that too. Okay. So there is a look for you today at what you can do with KW command campaigns. I'm Lori Ballen in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you'll subscribe so you can see more just like this one.